Captain Jack Sparrow was a Muslim?
Who'd have thought?
It's true. The character of Captain Jack Sparrow, so famously played by Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, is based on a real person.
And that person was a Muslim convert.
How cool is that?
OK, so who was he?
Well, Captain Jack Sparrow is based on a fantastically successful pirate called John Ward. He was a Muslim convert and one of the richest and most outlandish pirates of his time.
John Ward was born in Kent, England, around 1553. He was raised in poverty, and so, like many others at the time, he took the Queen's shilling and joined the Royal Navy.
After the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588, many sailors turned to privateering, and John Ward was no exception. Privateering was basically a legalised form of piracy. You know, like speeding fines.
Queen Elizabeth I would issue licences to any crew provided that when they attacked and robbed ships belonging to the hated Spanish, 5% of the loot was paid to the Crown and 10% went to the Lord Admiral's agents. The rest was divided between the ship's owner and the crew.
This was all well and good, as long as the conflict continued. Unfortunately for John, in the summer of 1604, the Anglo-Spanish War came to an end. James I of England, James VI of Scotland banned all privateering expeditions, and Ward found himself unemployed.
After a spell in Portsmouth, England, Ward made the transition from legalised pirate to simply pirate. After initial success, he sailed for the port of Salé on the Atlantic coast of Morocco. Here he sold his booty, gathered a crew of English and Dutch pirates, trimmed his ships and headed for Tunis, part of the Ottoman Empire.
Tunis was ruled by a pasha, appointed by the Ottoman Sultan in Istanbul. However, when Ward arrived in 1605, the real power lay in the hands of Uthman Bey, the leader of the Sultan's household troops and bodyguards called the Janissary soldiers.
Day recognised that Ward was a skilled pirate and allowed him to use Tunis as his centre of operations, just so long as he got a share of the loot.
It was here that Ward achieved a startling level of success and became fabulously wealthy.
It was also here that in 1610 John Ward and his entire crew converted to Islam and settled permanently in Tunis. John Ward changed his name to Yusuf Reis, and the rest, as they say, is history.
The question is John Ward the real Captain Jack Sparrow?
And the answer is, well, yes. While Jack is now a proper name in its own right, in English it was traditionally used in place of the name John. John F. Kennedy was known as Jack. Jack Lemmon was born John. Jack Nicholson was born John. Jack Lord, Jack Straw, Jack Douglas, Jack Brabham, Jack Charlton, Jack Cassidy, and the list goes on, were all born John, yet known as Jack.
The pirate John Ward was also known as Jack. Plus, guess what? John, or Jack Ward, was known for his flamboyant style of dress, which earned him the nickname Sparrow.
So pirate John Ward was actually known as Captain Jack Sparrow, as a result of which we now have the modern Hollywood icon.
Ward's legend blossomed even within his own lifetime, and he became the subject of plays, pamphlets, ballads and books that in turn demonised and romanticised his exploits as a pirate.
OK, so were Jack Sparrow and his crew the only pirates who converted to Islam?
Well, no. There were a huge number of pirates and privateers operating out of the three principal ports in North Africa, Algiers, Tunis and Tripoli, all in the Mediterranean, and the port of Salé on the Atlantic coast of Morocco.
In the 16th century, these were mainly Muslim privateers who operated with the sanction of the Ottoman-appointed rulers of the Barbary states, such as Orik Reis and Hayreddin Barbarossa.
They were superb navigators and sailed enormous distances in their quest for plunder.
They were later joined by large numbers of Dutch pirates and English privateers, the latter flocking there when attacking Spanish shipping became illegal after the Peace of 1604. In turn, many of these were inspired by their Muslim shipmates and converted to Islam.
Amazing! So we really hope you enjoyed that.
For the 21 video series, everything you ever wanted to know about Islam and the Muslim culture,
but couldn't be bothered to ask,
click the link in the top right of the screen.
Also, please subscribe by clicking the red button below if you haven't already done so. We want to reach as many people as we possibly can.
Thank you once again for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.
Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh. Bismillah.